Yeah, just went home. Mick here from Svenson's Mowing and Grounds Maintenance. I been out on the little Greenfield today. Done a job out at Witter on it this morning, and then down at Beerwah to do another job. I'd done about an hour and a half's mowing. Come into heavy rain. I was mowing an hour and a half in the rain. Got to the point that some of the grass was about a foot high, broadleaf grass, and it just become too much for it. And I was saturated, absolutely saturated. Yeah, what can I say? It's a champion of a mower, this little thing. I'll tell you what, I'll go as far to say as, I love my Greenfields that much, I'm seriously thinking you can get a 42 or a 40-inch deck in these, twin blader. Yeah, I need a blade because I need a deck that's a reasonable sized deck. Now, what's 40 or 42? Now, I'm not impressed with these little mowers, the strive system and that. And the biggest failure of this mower is it's just time consuming if you mow. It's good on half an acre and that. It's quick, it's nimble, it's a fast mower. And it just built the last. Everything's heavy. Like, even if you have a look at that forward and back, lever there, excuse me, I'm down to my undies because I got saturated on the job, absolutely saturated. But this here, like, you just look at how well this is all made. Now look at that. It's the thickness of it, the plate here, that's all heavy. Galvanised plate here so you don't rest your foot up on the starter motor. The thickness of the chassis, the beam of the chassis, the aluminium deck, or in America they say aluminum, we say aluminium in Australia. The deck on these things, you want to feel how thick that is. It's all ribbed here for strength. Another rub edge there. This is a 32 inch, I've got a stick stuck in there I've got to get out. Couldn't get it out before, so I'm going to have to get the pliers onto it after I get off here. But everything about this mower, you go and you have a look at that. Greenfield, original Greenfield wheels, the anti-scalp wheels, high quality. Not cheap, but last forever. Well, not last forever, but last a long time. Now, bearings all in here. Bearings on the wheel bearings. A lot of them, my other mower, my Rover's just got this bushed. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with bushing, but this mower here is over 10 years old, and it's still as good as the day. It's got no play in it. It's still as good as the day it was made. Aluminium hubs. Absolute bullet drive system. Now, I thought this drive system was buggered. I pulled it out, which you would have seen on the videos. Sent it down, mechanic. $103 to service it. He said, I could be up to, if we've got to start replacing shafts and that. He said, no, it's still good. Put new bearing, it's got bearings and that in there. Put one new bearing on, the other one was all right. Series of bearings, I think it's got 4 bearings in that shaft. He only had to replace one. Beerwah small engines, so I let them work on this Greenfield. Maloney Mountain Mowers work on the Rover, and I've got to get done, my Rover / Cub Cadet. But I've got to say that Beerwah small engines are the gurus on these things, and what they don't know about Greenfields, I'd say, isn't worth knowing. But I can't rave enough about this little mower, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'll re-engine this when this engine chucks it in. It's got 520 hours on it. Just click 520. What have we got there? 520.8, mowing like I said, an hour and a half in the rain. This is a 500 Intech. I'll probably go for the 19.5 Briggs. I could put a twin on it, twin cylinder quacker, or whatever. But I'll probably look. I think I'm gonna have to work it out when it comes time. I don't know yet. Not 100% sure, but no, they're a bloody good mower. Got to say, everything's going well for me. Thriving on working for myself, just absolutely loving it. Can't actually get enough of it. I enjoy what I do. Always enjoyed operating machines, as you know. I love me mowing. used to work on the council before, Sunshine Coast Council. Loved that work, but it was just time for me to move on. Didn't see eye to eye with a couple of people, as you would have heard. But and it was in my mid-50s, a bit more than 50 was I. Coming up 2 years, 58, so I was 56. I just turned 56, and I think, or 57. No, I might have just turned 57, but anyhow, it's coming up 2 years. 2 years in February, I think it was. So, you know, look, I thought I want to keep doing the grounds maintenance because I enjoy it. I actually do really enjoy grounds maintenance, mowing, more so mowing now. And I just like operating machinery, even this lightweight stuff. It's just, to me, it's just doing a good job, not smashing stuff. I just enjoy it. And so I thought it's time for me to move on. It was a big decision, but at the end of it, I look at it now and I think, what the right decision to have made. You know, raining. If I decide I want to mow in the rain, which I did, I just kept mowing. I was saturated, that's all right. But when you start working for government entities and that, you can't work in the rain because you might slip over, or you might do this or you might do that, and nearly ends up. There was an ad on TV. You can't eat lollies because you get too fat. You can't eat this and you can't eat that. This is this ad. And the ad, this is in Australia. It's all right for you to sit there and laugh. That was a snack pack ad. If it wasn't for snack pack, a kid would starve. I'll never forget that. Well, I just find a lot of jobs when you start getting into bigger employees, it's very controlled. And I suppose, for me, as I've got older, I'm less and less controlled. I hate being controlled. And guess what? I'm not controlled one iota now, so I was always probably going to go that route. And I just needed to work with a few people I didn't actually really have much time for. Not in the field, but people in the management scheme of things. Go as far to say as there was one manager I had time for, female, she knows who she is, Christy, and the rest of them I didn't have much time for, and they didn't have much time for me, but that was all right. The feeling was very mutual. But getting into this working for yourself stuff, if I want to work in the rain, mow in the rain, yeah, probably not the smartest thing to do, but I had to get this job done, and I'll try and get it done. Because it's from my brother-in-law. He hadn't been real healthy lately. But, so I just worked in the rain. He said, "Oh, don't worry about it." I said, "No, mate. No." Look at that. Oh, Greenfield. So I just kept going, hour and a half mowing in the rain. Didn't worry me, didn't faze me. I was talking to my sister and that. Had a cup of coffee with him, as you can do when you're working for yourself. Do what you want when you want. Got work coming out. People are happy with my work because I got more work than I could be mowing till midnight tonight if I had the light and it wasn't raining. So clearly people are quite happy with what I do. And yeah, but look, I'm going to leave it at that. It's time for me to go and have a shower and download this little vid. And all I can say is be nice to your fellow human beings, because we never know. One day those human beings, or we'll say our family members, because like I said, I lost my brother-in-law and my nephew, my sister, and her daughter and her little son, lost their father and their beloved brother just over 12 months ago. She lost a soulmate, my sister, Russ, same name as my younger brother, and young Paulie, the son, 18-year-old, 19 the next day, the day after he's killed. And I'll tell you now, we see what's going on in this world, and things have been bad this year. That brother-in-law of mine I was talking to today, he hasn't been healthy. So like I said, one never knows how long we're going to be here for. So the main thing is not to stress, not to get overexcited, don't get too toey. I used to be real toey once, but I've really sort of settled down. I've got my brain into I won't say a psychedelic mode, but I've got my brain into a situation now that I don't get myself worked up. Very rarely you'll ever see me worked up, and if I start getting worked up, I just go and have a cup of coffee at Coffee Pete's. And so, you know, like I say, be nice to your fellow human beings, because one day they just might not be here. And also, we are living in a beautiful country in Australia. We're very lucky, and like I say, what more could you ask for? Sveno Mick from Svenson's Mowing and Grounds Maintenance. Sveno Mick out.